She was a bringer of joy.
Even when she was not feeling her best, she would uplift the other patients in the department.
Well, if I just was going to pick one word, it would just be empathy.
I just remember her smiling, even though I know she was so sick.
She was very, very brave. She's an incredibly resilient young woman. When she was born, she was diagnosed rather early on, just a few weeks old, with common thrush. That was pretty much the start. Multiple diagnoses all through her young adult life until she received a culminating diagnosis of lupus.
And for most of that time, we would regularly wind up in one hospital or another.
In her late teens, early adulthood, started going to Osceola.
Probably met her 20 years ago. She would come for periods of time daily for infusions and be in our department for 2 hours at a time. So I got to know Christie really well.
She would be here every day for 6 weeks at a time.
And then she'd be well for a while, and then the cycle would start again.
Just simple things that just become very, very challenging.
Well, everybody had known for a long, long time that there wasn't any medical fix. There wasn't going to be a cure.
You knew she was never getting better. It was hard, but you kind of had to joke around and make it fun.
She had a wicked wit. Very, very, very funny. She would be the person guaranteed to make us laugh from the time that we walked in to the time that we went to bed every night.
A lot of times she felt like she was a guinea pig and be referred to as an interesting case. At Osceola, she was Christie.
It's very patient-led care.
Dr. Mattson, who she saw all the time, got Christie. Not just her medical, but her.
It was the genuineness of how much he cared for her as a person, just as a human being. That doesn't happen on its own. That's real people making real efforts. It never felt routine. There was great lengths to provide comfort and care.
Just some of those little extra things, stickers on the pharmacy bags just to kind of brighten her day. Help Christie forget her troubles for a little while.
They didn't do this just for Christie either.
We like to think we individualize our care for each of the patients.
I treat them the way I'd want somebody to treat my family member.
And OMC it's just a warm feeling when you walk in the door.
She always felt very grounded there. There was a calmness even in the most awful moments, and even in when she was her sickest.
Christie always felt like this was home, we were family.
It will be 3 years in January.
January 23rd.
2019.
2:37 in the afternoon.
Her mom called me at home and said, I have some really sad news for you today. And I knew right away.
I think it was her heart that just gave out.
And it was really hard.
We always thought Christie'd be coming back to us.
As her mom, I was always planning for that moment, and I was always planning that she would be with her OMC family. It was hard to not be in the place that meant so much to her. After she'd passed and I was going through some of her things, and I come across this box of all these quilts. Had the tops all ready to go. They were all made. They just had to be quilted. What I did then for that full year after she was gone was to finish those quilts and get them to the people that she had intended them to go to.
And we each have a big, beautiful quilt that Christie made. That was pretty special.
When I feel this quilt, I feel close to Christie, and it just means so much. Yeah.
When she was at OMC, knowing that she was there lightened my load an immense amount. Knowing that when she went there, she was going to be well taken care of. She was going to be loved. She was loved. She was very much loved. This kind of support and this kind of access to the things right here in our own community made all the world. I am going to read to you a letter that Christie's family received just shortly after she passed. I wanted to take the time to let you know how saddened I was by the news of Christie's passing. We have lost a real warrior And for this reason, I called her my hero. I will always cherish the memories of our time together. Heartbroken, Doc Matson.